Several personalities related to The Voice appeared up across the nominee list at the Grammy Awards, reminding fans that the NBC competition series is not simply creating breakout contestants. It is filled with legitimate industry titans who continue to rule the charts. Several coaches have a huge impact at the 2026 Grammy Awards, from Ariana Grande's victory to nominations for Reba McEntire, Miley Cyrus, and Kelsea Ballerini. Ariana Grande did not only attend the ceremony. The former coach got home Best Pop Duo/Group Performance for Defying Gravity, according to People. The theatrical, powerhouse collaboration with Cynthia Erivo took home the top prize. Tied to the Wicked soundtrack, the belt-heavy ballad rapidly became one of the most talked-about pop moments of the year, and Grammy voters obviously agreed. Grande served as a coach for season 21, when her quick wit and vocal talent made her an instant fan favorite. She continues to be one of the franchise's most successful crossovers years later, striking a balance between arena-level star power and primetime TV charm. Her win was a reminder that the red chairs are filled with artists who are still very much in their prime. John Legend keeps showing that he can succeed in any musical genre. This year, the longtime mentor appeared as a featured artist on a nominated rap track, The Birds Don't Sing, alongside Clips, Voices of Fire, Pusha T, and Malice. Legend has emerged as one of the panel's most reliable mentors, frequently assisting competitors with both technically difficult and poignant performances. According to Deadline, John Legend secured his coaching chair in Season 16 of The Voice. He stayed until taking a sabbatical in Season 23, then came back for 24, giving him 9 total seasons. Season 29 will be his 10th. His Grammy Award proves that he is still actively creating music that resonates across types and listeners. Country legend Reba McEntire proved that longevity still wins. She landed a nomination for Best Country Duo/Group Performance for Trailblazer, her collaboration with Miranda Lambert and Lainey Wilson. The song mixes vintage storytelling with modern country sound, making it a great fit for both longtime fans and new listeners. During the February 1 ceremony, Reba McEntire also performed her nominated song while leading the emotional In Memoriam section, honoring music icons lost over the past year, including her late stepson Brandon Blackstock. Since joining The Voice as a coach on Season 28, McEntire has given veteran insight and Nashville credibility to the panel. Contestants often cite her experience and honesty as invaluable. Even after decades in the business, she is firmly part of the awards debate, which says everything. The presence of The Voice was completed by 2 more well-known faces. Kelsea Ballerini garnered a nomination for Best Contemporary Country Album for Patterns, making it her 6th, although having 0 wins. She served as a coach on Season 27 of the hit show and returned as an advisor in Season 28 as part of Michael Bublé's team. As one of the newer coaches, she represents the next generation of Nashville stars as she develops budding talent. Meanwhile, former instructor Miley Cyrus got a Best Pop Vocal Album nomination for Something Beautiful and subsequently served Rockstar Princess on the Grammys red carpet, according to InStyle. Known for consistently altering her music, Cyrus continues to evolve long beyond her time spinning chairs. Cyrus was part of the show in Seasons 11 and 13, and at the time was the youngest coach ever on the show. When the Grammy Awards light up the stage each year, they commemorate more than simply chart-topping tunes and memorable performances. They honor influence, longevity, and the power of artistic progress. And few places reflect that influence more clearly than The Voice coaching panel. Over the years, the show's changing cast of coaches has quietly become a Grammy juggernaut, piling nominations, wins, and iconic moments that illustrate these performers aren't simply television personalities. They're industry titans, still producing music at the highest level. From renowned vocalists to genre-defying producers, The Voice coaches have brought indisputable star power to the Grammys, reminding audiences why their places in those iconic red chairs are so well earned. A coaching panel built on Grammy Gold, unlike many talent competitions, The Voice has always prioritized credibility. Its coaches aren't simply famous, they're decorated. Many arrived on the show already carrying Grammy trophies, while others continued winning long after joining the panel. Together, they represent decades of musical history throughout pop, rock, country, R&B, hip-hop, and soul. The timing of their Grammy achievement is particularly interesting. These wins and nominations often happen during or after their coaching tenures, reinforcing the idea that The Voice doesn't rely on past glory. It showcases artists who are still very much in their creative prime. Legacy artists, still at the top of their game for some instructors, Grammy honor feels like a continuation of a remarkable journey. Artists like Reba McEntire, John Legend, and Kelly Clarkson have seen their names called at the Grammys over various decades, sometimes in different genres, sometimes in wholly new roles. These instances are potent reminders that staying the same is not the key to longevity in music. It has to do with development. Watching these musicians guide candidates on The Voice, while simultaneously being honored by the Recording Academy, highlights just how unusual that balance truly is. When a coach comes onto the Grammy stage to accept an award, it reframes their job on television. They're not just delivering advice. They are passing down wisdom created by genuine continuous achievement. From the red chair to the red carpet, there's something exciting about seeing the voice coaches transfer from rehearsal rooms to the Grammys red carpet. The contrast is striking. One moment, they're delivering modest encouragement to a terrified contestant. The next, they're posing under flashing cameras as Grammy nominees. One of the things that makes The Voice so captivating is that duality. The coaches don't disappear into television. They travel smoothly between realities. The Grammys enhance that connection, reminding audiences that the mentors supporting budding musicians are actively navigating the same market pressures and achievements. Grammy wins that echo back to The Voice. The show itself frequently feels the effects of a voice coach winning a Grammy. Contestants reference those wins. Fans celebrate them. And suddenly, advice offered during blind auditions holds even more weight. It's more than simply a personal triumph for a coach to win Best Album, Best Vocal Performance, or Producer of the Year. It's confirmation of their artistic abilities. It strengthens confidence. If they can make award-winning music at the top level, then their counsel on The Voice feels all the more essential. Genre representation at its finest. One of The Voice's greatest qualities is its genre diversity, and the Grammys reflect that nicely. Hip-hop innovators from the coaching roster, pop stars, R&B luminaries, and country giants have all achieved Grammy success, often in categories that even die-hard fans are surprised by. The show is elevated by its diversity. It conveys to candidates that success doesn't follow a single template. Watching coaches acknowledged across numerous Grammy categories supports the sense that there's room in the industry for multiple sounds, identities, and artistic journeys. Producers became coaches, and coaches became winners. Some voice coaches bring a distinct Grammy advantage. They're not just performers, they're producers. Their recognition typically comes from behind-the-scenes genius, producing albums and careers that dominate the awards talk. When producers turn coaches win Grammy nods, it emphasizes an often overlooked truth about The Voice. Effective teaching isn't always about vocal technique. Sometimes it comes down to vision, arrangement, song selection, telling stories with emotion. The breadth of knowledge behind those red seats is demonstrated by their Grammy victories. A new generation meets old-school prestige. For younger viewers, the Grammys can serve as a history lesson. Seeing The Voice coaches honored with modern stars bridges generational boundaries. It ties today's streaming-driven music culture with the talent that formed its basis. This crossover is especially strong when coaches interact with newer artists, sometimes even fellow candidates. It emphasizes the idea that music isn't segregated by age or era. It's a continuum. And The Voice sits squarely in the heart of that conversation. Female coaches owning the Grammy spotlight. Female coaches from The Voice have constantly brought force and presence to the Grammys, receiving praise for singing, composition, and overall creativity. In a field that is still struggling with representation and equity, their nominations and victories have additional significance. These moments reverberate powerfully on the program. Contestants, especially women, see directly what continuous excellence looks like. The message is clear. Longevity, reinvention, and authenticity are not just possible, they're celebrated. When Grammy night is like a reunion of voice over the years, Grammy ceremonies have frequently felt like unofficial voice reunions. Former and current coaches appear throughout the night, presenting awards, delivering tributes, or celebrating victory. These moments spent together strengthen the idea that The Voice is a community rather than merely a TV program, an ecosystem of creativity where artists collaborate on many platforms, stages, and seasons. How Grammy recognition elevates coaching credibility. There's a reason contestants brighten up when their coach mentions a Grammy nomination. Awards matter, not as ego boosters, but as demonstrations of resilience. In a business known for its instability, Grammy recognition signifies staying power. For The Voice contestants, such credibility is important. It transforms coaching sessions into masterclasses taught by artists who are actively navigating the same industry challenges: streaming transitions, evolving audiences, and creative reinvention. Motivation beyond the trophy. It's interesting to see that a lot of voice coaches minimize their Grammy victories on the actual program. Instead of boasting, they use those experiences as teaching tools, sharing lessons about rejection, patience, and fortitude. This humility strikes a chord. Success is reframed as a process rather than a final goal, and it helps contestants understand that even Grammy winners encounter hesitation, doubt, and creative obstacles. An analysis of the philosophy of The Voice, celebrating artistry above image, is a fundamental tenet of both The Voice and the Grammys. Both institutions value creativity, technical mastery, and emotional connection, even as trends change. Seeing voice coaches triumph at the Grammys validates the show's objective. It's not about viral moments, it's about voices that remain. Why these victories are still important in an era where award shows are often questioned. Grammy wins by the voice coaches still have weight. They support professions based on craft rather than algorithms. They honor musicians who've evolved without losing themselves. For fans, these events feel personal. Watching a coach you've rooted for on television come onto the Grammy stage offers a sense of mutual pride. It's a reminder that great music and excellent mentorship still matter. The future is shaped by star power. Ultimately, the Grammy success of the voice coaches isn't just about trophies. It's about impact. These artists influence industry norms, mentor emerging stars, and exemplify what lasting success looks like. The Voice is elevated as a whole when that star power is restored. In addition to vying for a title, contestants gain knowledge from musicians who are actively influencing music history. The Grammys and The Voice. A perfect harmony as the Grammys continue to develop. One thing stays constant: the voice coaches will always be part of the conversation. In addition to their individual accomplishments, their nominations and victories demonstrate a wider dedication to musical excellence, artistry, and mentoring. Ultimately, these Grammy moments serve to reinforce why The Voice has persisted rather than just highlighting specific coaches. Because when the people guiding young talent are still succeeding at the top level, the future of music seems brighter than ever.